Hey everybody, it's me, Asinellus, and welcome back to r/ChoosingBeggars, a great subreddit where petty people look for significantly more than they should be getting. Today we'll see some nice stories like a little girl who was offered some free toys, throwing a tantrum and asking for more, and an ad for a dog walking service which offers the job in exchange for experience and a good reference. Had to choose between posting here and r/I am a turtle piece of poo. Cheap rose gold MacBook, brand new, $500. This is a brand new rose gold MacBook that my dad bought me. He annoyed me because he got me rose gold and I wanted the space grey version, so I got back at him, and I'm selling this one for nothing, and making him buy me the one I wanted. First come, first serve. This is the deal of a lifetime, and I would not pass this up. Text or call for details. This is like a choosing beggar, but on a different level. So this person's dad got them a brand new MacBook, and they're unhappy with the color, so they're giving it away for free. That is a new level of petty. I don't care about starving children. What about our vacation? Working as a tour guide, you meet people at their best and others at their worst. Outside of my regular rounds that summer, I did a tour of my medieval cultural heritage city on my own spare time, 5-3 a week. I did it for free, and the tourists instead were asked to donate money to charity. I'm a good 30 to 40 years younger than 80% of the other tour guides on my island, and I'm used to some people not giving me the respect I deserve. This, however, is the story of the worst case of choosing beggar I have ever met. There was more people than usual that day, and so I was both happy and stressed out, taking all the payments and answering questions. That's when I saw the choosing beggars. Let's call them Jack and Jill. Jack and Jill came over the hill and discovered me and the group. I smiled at them before returning to the gentleman currently in front of me, the first in a long line of happy campers waiting to pay. That's when I noticed the couple bulldozing their way through the crowd. "Hello, young lady. Are you the guide?" I looked down at my tomato red vest with tour guide and the name of the city printed on it in bold letters. "Yes, that would be me." "Alright, we booked prepaid tickets to this tour. Our name is Jack and Jill Beggars." I looked at them confused. This tour was not advertised through my employer, and so they could not just have gotten the time messed up. "Oh, I'm sorry, but this is not a company tour." "Yes, we know. Haha. But we didn't book their tour. We wanted your tour. Don't you have our name there?" He points at the notepad I used to keep track of the donations. I continue to take payments while talking, and I'm getting increasingly suspicious. "No, I have not." "Oh my, it must have been a mistake. We called your office and paid through the web yesterday. Is it okay if we just tag along and you can see that we paid after the tour?" "Oh no, you didn't just try to pull that easy one. My BS meter was going through the roof at this point." "I'm sorry, but you cannot have prepaid this, as the only way to pay is here with me at location. This tour is for charity and..." "But we have paid to someone, so we have paid for a tour, so we might as well take this one, no?" "No, I'm sure that if any mistake was made, you can contact whoever you paid tomorrow. But you've not paid me for my tour and may not join the group unless you donate. Today, every coin will go towards relief efforts for families and refugee camps. I got a website there, you can read all about it. I need you to pay now, or step aside and let me help those that want to do so." I thought that no way anyone could be shameless enough to... "So it is a free tour, but you're going to force us to donate you money?" I tried to keep my cool, not wanting to start the tour with bad vibes in the group. "I'm not forcing you to do anything. It is not a free tour. It's just that the money will go towards a charity." "That's ridiculous. We don't have a small fortune to throw around. All you people want on this island is get our hard-earned money." I was dumbfounded. Does this man actually think I was greedy for asking for donations for underfed children? "Are you for real?" "Sir, ma'am, I'm going to have to ask you both to leave if you are not willing to pay." They scuffed for a moment, but leave with their noses in the air. Some people. I thought that would be the end of it, but of course it wasn't. The tour started, I managed to restore the morale and was happily blabbing away about the city wall and the Vikings that founded it. That's when I saw a couple of familiar faces in the back of the group. Jack and Jill Beggar. I don't know if I was more angry or embarrassed for having to call them out. Me. "Hey, you two. I'm going to have to ask you to leave the group. You have not paid for it." The pair just looked smugly at me. "We are not in your group, we're just standing where we happen to stand. This is a public area, you know. You have no right to decide where we go or don't go." I was about to give up, but in came my saviors. The whole group was as fed up with these brats as I was apparently. Oh my god, get out of here. It's a goddamn charity tour. Have you no shame? The group continued to berate the very much offended couple until they left us with the line. For claiming to be generous, you don't show a lot of compassion for those who cannot afford a luxury vacation. The price of the hour tour was €12. Please, if you see a guided tour, don't walk and listen along with the group. We see you. And not only is it refusing to pay for what is basically a performance and lecture, it is disrespectful both towards the paying customers and the professional that doesn't want to feel as if they're some kind of public servant. They need to eat and pay rent just like everybody else. This one's pretty bad, just because this is a tour for charity. I mean, these guys... I mean, sure, these people don't want to pay for the tour, but it's not a nice thing to do. I mean, just refusing to pay. It's a tour for charity. Well done, people on the line, for calling them out, because that was calling people out for something they deserved, and yeah, it was something that they should have done, and they did do it. So, good job, guys. Literal choosing beggar. Today, my spouse and I were driving to the grocery store. We stopped at a red light, and there was a beraggled old man sitting on a milk crate with a cardboard sign that said, "Desperate, please help." My spouse has a jar of quarters in his car for parking, and I grabbed 8 quarters out of it. I rolled the window down as the man approached. I stuck my hand out and turned my fist over, ready to drop the quarters in his hand. He sees this and says in an exasperated and condescending tone as he turns and walks away, "I don't take change, hun." Lol, joke's on you, I was going to give you $2. I don't get it. If you're begging for money, wouldn't you just take anything? If you're desperate? I don't understand. This doesn't make sense. 14 hours a week as an unpaid dog walker? Sign me up. Volunteer unpaid work experience opportunity available within a busy dog socialization, training, and walking service. I would like to train a person that sees their future working in the canine industry, shows the ability to work calmly with dogs, impresses me with punctuality and motivation. The hours are Monday to Thursday, 9 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. In return for your volunteer unpaid work, I will train you to become a pack dog walker and a balance trainer. You'll receive a stunning reference. Please email a cover sheet explaining who you are and why you would like to have this work experience opportunity to blah@gmail.com. Thank you, Janelle. Note, I have posted this on behalf. It's a Choosing Beggars classic. Someone wants some work done and doesn't want to pay for it. 14 hours a week, unpaid, yep, sure. Everyone's there sending emails. Everyone's excited for that experience and training opportunity. Sign me up. Choosing Beggar feels entitled to more than I'm giving to her. So for a bit of context, I'm a female in my early teens, and when I was younger, I used to love Barbie dolls. And that was all I'd ever ask for on birthdays or Christmas. So, as I expected, I ended up with quite a few, including a doll castle and winter cottage, complete with a full set of furniture. Okay, on to the story. Now that I was a bit older, I didn't use Barbies nearly as much, so I decided to give some away. After thinking a bit, I chose to give a few dolls and the doll castle to a little girl I know who came from a lower class family. Enter Choosing Beggar. So I invited CB to my house to choose 5 or 6 Barbies, some clothes, and the castle. She comes over and is thrilled. I tell her to choose a few dolls she wants and to put them in a bag while I went to the bathroom. I come back and see her rummaging through my toy chest, pulling out every Barbie-related item inside, including some dolls I purposely put away because I was still kind of attached to them. I asked her what she was doing, and she responded with a full-out tantrum, saying that she's poor and that I'm keeping all the good toys from her, making her all sad, and that I should just give it all to her because she's younger, and that she would tell her mum that I was bullying her if I didn't. This kind of took me by surprise, because my family's only slightly better off than hers, and the fact that she threw a tantrum over a few dolls and small furniture. I ended up taking the items that she stole and putting them back into the toy chest and getting her out of my house as fast as possible with the castle and other dolls. The annoying part is, I probably would have given it all to her if she had just asked nicely. Another Choosing Beggar classic. Someone wants more than they're given. If you're getting something for free, don't ask for more. Take what you're getting. Choosing Beggar not happy with wedding present of 3 legal work. I'm a property lawyer in Ireland. Here we're called solicitors. In Ireland, if you want to buy or sell a house, you need to hire a solicitor to do the legal work in transferring the property. There is a lot of paperwork, especially when getting a mortgage. My minimum fee is €800, approximately $1,000, but usually twice that. Now, my wife has this friend, ChoosingBeggar, who was her best friend until this happened. ChoosingBeggar was a bridesmaid at our wedding, but when she got married a few years later, she had a small wedding with no bridesmaids. She made it clear that she and her husband were saving to buy a house, and could everyone give them cash for a wedding present? Again, this is not unusual in Ireland. I thought I would go one further, and for our wedding present to CB, inside our card I left a note to say that when they bought a house, I would do the legal work free of charge. So instead of a cash present of 200 to 300 euros, she instead got services worth over 1,000 euros when you add taxes. After the wedding, it's normal to send thank you cards for the presents, but we got none. My wife heard secondhand that CB was not happy with our present. Anyway, a few months later, ChoosingBeggar and her husband bought a small house, and I did all the legal work for the conveyance and mortgage as promised, free of charge. When I asked them for the land registry fees, which were about 500 euros at the time, she acted surprised and said she thought I was doing it for free. I had to explain that my services were free, but she had to pay expenses like property tax and registration fees. She reluctantly paid this. In fact, I think she had to borrow from her mother for these charges, as she assumed that there would be no cost at all. When the work was completed, I got no thanks, not even praise for all the hard work I did. It was several months before my wife and I were invited to visit. We're still friendly, but things definitely cooled down between my wife and CB after that. I'll give you a present worth 1,000 euros and yeah, you'll just be unhappy. Yeah, typical ChoosingBeggar situation. I don't know, maybe this ChoosingBeggar just didn't know how much these services were worth, but still, if they're doing something for free, which would have cost them a fair bit of money, it's a good present, and it saves them time as well, looking for someone, so maybe this ChoosingBeggar didn't understand, but still, pretty low blow there. Highly discounted specialty coffee of your choice? Why not 3? 24 years ago, our journey started with a small cafe in East Lansing and has expanded across the country, and with that, the mission to support people in building a life they love. It's a birthday, but the party is all about you. Stop into any Big B Coffee for $1.99 hot or iced specialty beverages up to 20 ounces from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Upgrades available. Really? $1.99? Why not 3? I'm really hoping this one's a joke, because if you expect 3 coffee, well, yeah, that's not happening, and we know it's not. I want a 3 coffee maker, and you must deliver it to me. Wanted 3 coffee maker, not Keurig. 3. I'm looking for a regular coffee maker that someone wants to give away and that is in good shape. I don't want a Keurig because the pods are too expensive and because roaches like to build nurseries in them due to their constant warmth. I also need someone to deliver it to me or meet me on a bus route because I'm disabled. I work Monday to Friday and will be home around 6:30 p.m. and all day on weekends. I live a few blocks north of Blah, near the intersection of that. Thanks. Beautiful. I just want something for 3 and I want it delivered. I'm not sure which world this person lives in, but I don't think they're gonna get a single reply to this, so yeah, good luck. Alrighty guys, that's it from me for today. This was r/ChoosingBeggars. If you liked what you saw, then leave a like and tell me in the comments down below. I'll be making more similar Reddit videos because you guys seem to like them, getting a lot of views on these videos. But for now guys, if you've got any suggestions, leave them down below. And all I want to do is see you all here next time. Goodbye!